I was at that point in my life where I was in a deep grief, feeling this loss chronically, and was feeling that feeling of abandonment. And then that has led to clinical depression. And along with that, I had some passionate commitments, so I had decided to stay with the situations. And I realized I was suffering because of the ignorance, not understanding. I was still in that mode of blame and claim. And as SIR's 40 Days First Day flagship program completely, kind of lifted that veil of illusion, where we know a lot of things, but how do you go from knowing to doing? And of course, doing daily practice of meditation, staying with all the masters, I kept coming forward with all the questions, and constant guidance truly changed my perception, helped me to let go of my limited beliefs. I am so much more, all my relationships, I no more even say relationships. It's more of deeper connection within myself. Once I realized that if I am the creator of this universe, like my own reality, then I'm the one who's creating. That awareness came, that knowledge came, that increased sense of worth. Every day, I wake up, I was always courageous, always creative, always compassionate. But I realized the difference between courageous and empowerment. Now I feel I'm more empowered. I'm not suffering anymore. I'm able to understand others' perception and accept it in true sense. So much of it, my depression lifted. I don't take any medications. My relationship at work, I feel I have so much to look forward to. I always ask myself at the end of the day, am I a co-creator of my life? What is it that I'm creating today? Or what is it that I can do tomorrow? So all those knowledge was not there before.
Welcome back, friends. Mental well-being is as important as physical well-being. As we increase our understanding, we realize that the mind leads to the physical. The mind body, you heal your mind body, you heal your physical body. How your psyche is, so is your soma. So it's important that we create that environment. Our physical body is constantly changing. Studies have shown millions of cells are getting recreated every single day. Many organs are recreated within a few days, few weeks, and to some extent, some months. And anywhere between 8 to 11 years, your entire body is recreated completely, except for one or two, like your lens, the eye lens. So practically, your body is highly capable of rejuvenating, repairing, and recreating itself. As long as we don't interfere, this body has ability to function very, very, very homogeneously, harmoniously, and beautifully. As long as we give that environment is the thought field, the emotions field that we carry. People, there is a lot of people looking to live longer. Of course, we want to live longer because we want to serve a purpose that we are here for. So our goal is to use this body beautifully to achieve whatever purpose that we are here for. Now, many people look to live longer, and they spend, world over, the billions are spent to see how can I live longer. Because studies have shown significantly of how some of the effects or the impact, the factors that impact longevity. People want to stay young, of course. You want to be, doing everything you want at any age, no matter what. But Elizabeth Beckham, she was one of the pioneers in the longevity study. I think she, along with a couple of others, received Nobel laureate, Nobel, and her study on telomerase, essentially linking to longevity. And one of the factors she brought out was the lifestyle effect. Our body, when it's, I spoke that it's, millions of cells are dying and million new cells are getting formed every day. So when the cells die and they get replicated, then the new cells get formed. And this replication happens throughout our lifetime. Now, these cells, they have the ability to replicate as long as this, what is called as, there is a telomere, which is more like a cap that is attached to the end of a chromosome in a cell. Cell has chromosomes. The high school biology, if you remember. Now, every time there is a cell replication that happens, the telomere length decreases. Now, the moment the telomere length goes beyond a threshold, then the cells stop replicating. The aging essentially is one form of aging is these telomere length. So, Dr. Elizabeth, she found a deep link of telomere and the aging. And in her study, she found that meditation, positively impacts the length of telomere. Of course, there are many other studies which have shown that when consistently people practice meditation over a longer period of time, their telomere length either stays the same or it becomes longer. So Dr. Elizabeth, she actually came up with this concept of having a chronological age not being the same as a biological age. So you may be, in terms of years, you may be aging, but your body can stay younger. And one of the important factor and while people spend billions of dollars on this, meditation is the free and the most available practice that you can have to stay young. Of course, a lot of these, our body is impacted because of the stress. The telomeral length impact is stress, and meditation, the positive effect of stress, we spoke about this yesterday, enables us to be in a to grow younger, stay, you can live longer, so that we can fulfill our purpose. Meditation brings many aspects, why we stay, we can live longer, and be youthful. So this study essentially shows that, and there are many studies which have shown this, that how cell replication can continue to be increasing with meditation practice. Also, our ability, in one of the factors that we see, how do we feel youthful? How do we see yourself youthful? Your skin is glowing. You feel, feel fresh. Skins are tight. You can see this one, right? Studies have again shown that one of the factors of the skin to be young, and this one is something called elastin and collagen, makes in skin stay tight, not drooping, right? As you age, some one of the effects is the skin becoming droopy. And again, if you look at the studies, it's shown meditation is positively impacting the elastin and collagen to be there. There's no diminishing effect of the collagen and elastin. One of the factors that talks about this is that antioxidants, when there is significant stress in the body, the free radicals in the cells are actually degenerating the cells, which includes the skin cells, brain cells, all the cells. Meditation has a positive antioxidant effect. So it reduces the free radicals in the body, the cells. So friends, we have in our grasp, in our own ability, a unique tool that can help us stay younger. Of course, finding your purpose itself will help you stay young all the time. As Karthikeyan sir, is a perfect example of how he's so active, because he has a definite purpose. Because his practice is meditation practice is helping him. So we don't need to go anywhere to look for anti-aging toolkit. Of course, as we increase our understanding, we realize, as this body is used only as a vehicle for us to experience certain things. So we don't necessarily need to be living longer than what we need to be. But we have this unique ability within ourselves. So let's get into meditation, friends, as we go into another day of practice. The simple practice of breath mindfulness meditation can help us go deeper. Can you go to the breath meditation slide, please? So the practice is very, very simple. Goal is to empty the mind naturally. Allow the mind to become empty naturally by observing the natural breath. Right? There's no need to have special posture. We have a simple, comfortable posture sitting either on the floor or on the chair or sofa, closing our eyes and observing the simple natural breath. There is no visualization, there is no chanting required. Nothing is, we don't do anything during this practice. All we are being is to sit comfortably and observe our natural breath and allow the mind to become empty naturally. Thoughts come, which is perfectly fine. We're not trying to fight with the thoughts. We're not trying to control the thoughts. We're not trying to control anything, neither the posture of the body or the breath or our thoughts. We are allowing it naturally to go. And as we observe, we are letting go of all the thoughts and become one with that emptiness all around us. Right? So in the thoughts, we recognize we are thinking, we bring back attention to the breath. All right, friends. So, and before that, we do what is a short process of heart elevation by bringing up elevated emotions like love, gratitude, and compassion. By bringing your attention to your heart and consciously bringing up those positive emotions, love, gratitude, compassion, and those of you who'd like to bring up some past event where you experience this emotions, you can use that to help bring those emotions and then experience it fully and connect it with everyone and everybody. Right? So relax, friends.
Dear friends, dear masters, with a great intention to connect with ourselves, I'd like you to keep your hands on your chest area and with your eyes closed, specs removed, rest your attention on your beautiful heart, and with a relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. With that slow, relaxing breath, connect with the center of all emotions, which is nurturing all life, with its higher vibrations, your heart center, the seat of all emotions. Feel it. Connect with your heart center. Feel the beat, the rhythm of this loving heart, which is constantly helping you experience life greatly with its emotions of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude, joy. Can you move yourself into a higher emotion by simply imagining or bringing up an experience from your past of love, of joy, of gratitude, of compassion? Relive that moment and feel that energy and allow yourself to direct that energy onto everything and everyone on this planet to help them heal, to help them elevate their understanding of life. Relive that moment and feel that energy and allow yourself to spread that energy to everything and everyone by making an intention. Where you place your attention, there you place your energy. Feel. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy, intricately connected with each other. Love, compassion, kindness, joy are all the ways to experience that connection, to move into coherence between body, mind, and this energy, the field. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Resting your attention at the root of your nose or anywhere on the nose, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath at that point. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. No sounds in the mouth, no forms of any kind in the mind. Meditation is not imagination, is not visualization. Meditation is to empty the mind, observe the breath, and allow yourself to slowly notice the mind becoming less and less of thought, calming, relaxing. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to go into that emptiness, calmness inside of you, all around you. That's energy. When the mind becomes empty, all that energy is channelized into the present moment. Allow yourself to merge into your breath. And allow yourself to experience that greater calmness, emptiness. All emptiness is energy. This is the limitless field of energy, the quantum field of existence. The longer you stay connected to this field of emptiness, the more you resting your mind, the more you dissolve your past. The longer you are in this emptiness energy, that blackness, the more aware you become, the more mindful you become, and be in the present. we are less matter, more emptiness and energy. The longer you stay merged into this field of emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more miraculous experiences you draw into your life, the more meaningful experiences you influence in your physical reality. Stay aware of that emptiness, the darkness, the field of no body, of no thing, the field of light. This is your greater mind. The more you are in this field of emptiness, the more inspired you become, the more intuitive you become. Friends, it's truly an honor and privilege to be exploring higher aspects of life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? Express your gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge leads to many newer experiences. Give thanks to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, partners, for helping you learn many things, for helping you experience many things in life. Be deeply grateful to this beautiful nature, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the angelic kingdom, for filling our lives with inspiration, beauty, energy, and more. Give thanks to everything you use, the technology, all the companies, government systems that support and make our life so comfortable. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and gratitude to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? What have you experienced? Whenever you're ready, with your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, you may open your eyes.
Okay, friends. Hope you had a great opportunity that to go deep inside. The gratitude process that we do end of the meditation. So some of the core emotion that we express. So when we do this gratitude, great to bring up those emotions and feeling, not just the thought of it. Truly be grateful for everything. Gratitude brings us everything that we want to create. The more grateful we are, the more we attract that towards us. So, all right, friends. So today we have a couple of guest professionals who had significant transformation through meditation, share their experience, recorded messages. So before that, yes, Sabonika, any announcements?
Yes, sir, we have an announcement. Hi, everyone. I have shared the social media links in the chat, along with the Buddha CEO app links for Android, iOS, and the web. Kindly follow these channels to stay informed. All news, events, and messages will be shared there. And let's stay connected and continue to grow in awareness and purpose together. Thank you.
Don't you share a couple of sentences about you and your meditation experience?
Sure, sir. Yeah. Friends, I'm from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. I have been practicing this meditation for the past 4.5 years. I learned meditation from Buddha CEO when I was in first year. Like that was a time after the COVID in 2021. Like being at home for so long, the overthinking gradually increased, and it was out of control. Continuously, it was. The thoughts were repeatedly running in my head, full of negative, full of unwanted, full of all the like discussion feeling, all those unwanted images will be running inside the mind. Then I can't sleep also because of this. Even in the midnights, I will be rolling in the mat. I will be holding my head like this. Why can't I sleep? Even if I close my eyes, that mind will be so much uh, wandering here and there, thinking this and that. I listened to songs, having it in very loud volume so that I can calm my mind. So I tried all the things also. So at that time, my doctor, Ayurvedic doctor Tangradi, introduced me to this program, Buddha Siva program. I joined this without any clue what this meditation. Even I don't know. Meditation gives the calmness of the mind. Even I don't know that she said. She simply said that you will be more confident. You can make decisions clearly. These two sentences she told. That's it. Then after joining. Not immediately, but after 1.5 months, uh, then after that only the thoughts started coming down. I can able to feel the emptiness. What is emptiness? For that 45 days nearly, uh, I kept on practicing and practicing. The people sharings helped me a lot to stay consistent. And then the overthinking reduced, the negative thinking changed, and I got clarity in the decision making. Then in every part of my life, coming to manifesting a new home, then manifesting a job in an MNC in my native, everything I can do it because of this simple practice every day. Yeah, and I am a volunteer for the past 3 years, and a volunteering opportunity always gives a very good feel in my heart, and I love to serve more and more. And yeah, keep practicing. And thanks for the opportunity, sir. Ever grateful to Chandra sir, Vani ma'am, and the entire Buddha Sivo team.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Really great to see youngsters taking up. It builds a lot of clarity, self-confidence, and purpose. So everything becomes very purposeful. Take up, because it happens at any age. Starting at young age, there's so much we can again. So thank you. Thank you for all the service that you're doing. So friends, yes, please do follow our social media channel. It'll help to stay connected and share that, right? So let's listen to our guest leaders' messages. So yes.
Let me take this opportunity to invite our first guest speaker for today, Mr. Santosh Kulkarni, sir. Santosh Kulkarni ji is an engineer in the semiconductor industry. He finds joy in reading, writing, travel, and photography. He has been meditating since 2021 and associated with Buddha CU Quantum Foundation since last year. Inspired by Chandra sir's teaching, he now integrates mindfulness into life and growth. We're very glad to have you, sir. Welcome and over to you.
Yeah. Namaste, friends and masters. It is a great opportunity and a blissful moment for me to be a part of group meditation led by Chandra sir. And it is so happy to see everyone come together and meditate early in the morning. For those of you who are in India, and for those in the West, I think meditating just probably towards the end of your day. And it's a very blissful moment for me to be a part of this. I want to thank Chandra sir and the other masters for giving me this opportunity to share my experience. I'll talk a little bit about my journey that led me to the phase wherein I'm able to inculcate meditation in as a daily practice. I think, like everyone in life's journey, I think I have been through a lot of ups and downs in my life. I've had moments of triumph and moments wherein I felt down. Um, some of these experiences passed very easily, while others stayed back and tested my patience. There were moments, days when I felt very strong and grounded, others when I felt very, very lost, questioning my life and even the purpose of living my life. In those moments, I tried to search for answers through reading, learning, or searching, or externally trying to validate myself. And I realized I was getting restless from within. And even though I found some solutions, I realized that the challenges kept returning back to me, and my old reactions of frustration and self blame would continue. I think in the pursuit of finding myself and finding answers to some of those, I started meditating in about late 2021. I had my first master from Rishikesh, and under my guru's guidance, I learned the art of pranayam and calming my mind and observing my thoughts. While those moments brought glimpses of peace to me, I think my experience wasn't consistent. I still felt something was missing, and at times my past patterns would resurface, pulling me back into the same emotional loop that I wanted to let go of. And uh, I continued to explore this path, and I attended some more courses and met some more masters. Now, all those experiences which I went through and I continued to practice, they were very valuable. They gave me tools and ignited my curiosity. And while I went down to my inner state at times, my practice did not remain consistent. And the moments when I felt alive wasn't there when I felt I needed it the most. Right? This exploration led me to Pyramid Valley and Buddha CEO. And as I joined some of these sessions, I observed that just by simply being myself, just by observing my breath without having any technique or effort, just by being, I felt an inner joy and lightness that I had not seen on a regular basis. And I felt a silence within me, and the silence wasn't empty, it felt alive to me. It felt like returning home. In order to explore this further at a deeper level, I continued to attend sessions online. I visited Pyramid Valley and I knew that I wanted to be a part of it in a way that I can imbibe and share this with others. I undertook the coach program under Buddha CEO and Chandra sir, and I realized how much I was living my life on the surface, reacting to circumstances, carrying emotional baggage from past, and allowing my old self to shape my present and whatever happens in future. Uh, Continuing my journey in Buddha CEO, I began to see that process reverse in me. I started to witness rather than react and respond rather than resist anything that came into my life. It did not mean I didn't have challenges, but no matter what came towards me, I was able to learn from it, identify if any of my old patterns return to me. Today, I see meditation not as a practice, but just as a way of living, returning to my natural state of awareness. It became a bridge between my inner self and my outer reality. It just taught me who I am. And I realized that my outer world was just mirroring my inner feelings and my inner being. Previously, in any conversation that I had with anyone, whether it be a regular conversation or an argument in any manner, right? The more I practiced heart elevation, connectivity to others, right? I started to view everyone as a soul, as a pure being. And as we spread that energy, as we learn in heart elevation that we spread the energy to everyone all over the world, right? I started to feel that when I was talking to others. So it was no longer about reacting to what they were saying. I was open to listening to people and just being with them, right? And I realized that the more courageous and confident and loving my thoughts became, and the more joyous my life experiences became. And it just went back to how my outer world was just mirroring my inner self, actually. Uh, I also want to share one profound impact that I had just a couple of months ago, and this happened in my organization. So I work for a semiconductor company, and we do work on chipsets that go into mobiles and laptops and desktops that we work on and use every day. And I was leading one of the team. I was leading multiple teams in order to enable one of those chipsets, and this activity happens regularly once in a year or so. And I was leading the project. And the schedule fell right during one of my earlier beginning coach program. My schedule was extremely hectic that I would start early in the morning and then stay till evening, and I would be awake almost till 1:30 in the night. And in the morning, I would just get up, meditate, and go to office. This was pretty much my schedule for about a month and a half. And previously, during such a work schedule, right? I think my life would be led by stress, not being present at moments. Now, in this case, I'm the one leading the entire project and have to ensure success along the way. And I can attest to that my energy levels have been at profound level, helping me manage everything throughout the day. I felt that I was connected to the field whenever I needed, right? Um, there were times when these schedules are very, very stringent as I'm working across geography, working across foundries to receive material, working in lab, working with management to ensure success of the program. And I saw that my schedules were shifting, so just so that I could accommodate my sessions in the morning, not only in the morning, even in the evening when I was going to present as a part of my program. I saw schedules shift to accommodate whatever I wanted to do. And this is something that I've not experienced in the past. A surge of energy that I've never felt. Otherwise, there would be no way that I would have managed anything like this in the past, which would span across a month, month and a half, and with my hectic schedule. Um, Along with this, in my day-to-day life, I truly understand what it is to accept moments as they happen. Um, Surrendering to the moment as they happen has become a lot more easier for me. I also feel that there is an innate need in myself that I would want to help others and look at service as a seva bhav and spread this knowledge. I feel a connection to not only my close friends or relatives, anyone whom I meet, I feel respect of their existence and feel a connectivity. I have a much better way that I look at my purpose and clarity within my life. And no matter what comes my way, I think I'm at a state wherein I'm okay with it. And I'm not looking for a particular outcome in itself. And I take life as it is. I think one of the teachings in Buddha CEO also imbibed or rebought reading books within me. Now, I'm used to reading books from an early age, though from the time I started taking sessions by Chandra sir and Buddha CEO, right? I think at the level at which I am able to read and apply some of those teachings have exponentially grown. I typically keep about 6 to 8 books ready by my side in order to read lesson by lesson or chapter wise. And some of those books I think that have had a profound impact on me are typically are from Dr. Joe Dispenza. I think being supernatural and breaking the habit of being yourself have taught me to look at my own emotions and how my energy influences my biology and how I'm impacting my inner world and shaping my outer reality. I would highly recommend this book in helping yourself to change your emotional state, and it has helped me access deeper level of consciousness within me. uh, just one more, just an example. So another book that I truly felt touched by was Living with Himalayan Masters by Swami Rama. It's a very interesting story about Swami Rama exploring his journey. And I remember I had added this book in my Amazon cart, and but I had not bought it. And I was passing through a book fair one day in Bangalore, and I happened to stop by browsing through books, and I happened to come across this book, and a book that was costing about 450 in Amazon. I think I bought for 99 in a good condition. This happened in a span of 2 weeks. I kept it in my cart, and it just appeared for me, and a very excellent book by Swami Ramaji, and a very profound teaching wherein he experiences what he experiences, he shares with the rest of the world. I think along with that, there have been numerous books recommended, and I think all of them continue to teach me in many ways and give me lessons that I would not have thought of. I think with that, I also want to say that I now feel an innate need within myself to go and spread this word. So, along with the volunteering experiences that I'm currently doing with Buddha CEO, I gone ahead and we have started, me along with few more coaches have started teaching meditation to our friends and family. And this has just started over last week. So we're taking online sessions for our friends and family. Along with that, I also had a conversation within my office to go and teach my team. And I think people are very open and forthcoming. And this is something that I will begin soon. This has also led me to explore what are the areas that I can go and touch externally. One area where
Thank you, Santosh Shiv. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
We
for
have
giving me the
we
opportunity.
have one performance. But
Sure.
amazing. There are many things going on, so that you touch practically every area. So thank you very much for
Thank you, sir.
taking up this time to teach, to share everything that you have so quickly. Really wonderful.
Thank you.
Really wonderful. So much of change can happen in a year. Unimaginable change. Yes, Sirisha, introduce Renika madam.
Thank you, sir. It was wonderful listening to you. Let me invite our next speaker, Ms. Renuka ji. Ms. Renuka is a senior analytics manager at Pure Storage. She is a suicide loss survivor, a mental health advocate, and a meditation practitioner. Through healing, art, and writing, she inspires others towards compassion and hope, sharing her journey on her blog, renuzone.wordpress.com. We're glad to have you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Shirisha. Thank you, sir. Very good morning, everyone. I've been meditating regularly since COVID. The year that turned out to be morbid for rest of the world, ironically became very healing for me and my family, thanks to the long meditations that I was embracing then. As I started meditating more, I was opening different ways to heal. It was not just about healing from my past, but there were other ways of healing that I discovered as I started meditating. I started painting, I started writing more. I started becoming more regular with my Toastmasters, found another avenue to express myself, and a lot more things happened. I felt it was just a coincidence, but as I'm getting involved with Buddha CEO and last 1 year, I've been very regular with my long meditations here, Anapanasati. I've come to realize that whatever good has been happening in my life since COVID, it's because I've been clearing my energy through meditation and opening myself up to new possibilities. Joe Dispenza mentions this over and over again in many of his books, in his podcasts, that when you believe in something very strongly, you can actually make that possibility come true. It's what you observe that ends up happening. And I guess my way of healing through bird photography or art or public speaking is my way of observing those possibilities and making them a reality. While this may seem very scientific, so as to speak, or very technical, as you start practicing more, I think you will start manifesting a lot of good things in your life, the things that you want to do, and you will one day live the reality that Joe Dispenza talks about in his books. And I'm very grateful to Buddha CEO for making me get back to reading, of course. Like I've always been reading, but not self-help books as much. But I have always listened to podcasts by Louis Hay, Wayne Dyer, and Joe Dispenza. And when I started off in Buddha CEO, like one of these 40-day online meditation programs last year, the first thing that was told was start reading a lot of books. And the kind of books that were suggested were by Louis Hay, Joe Dispenza, Dawson Church. like the masters that I'd been following even before my association with Buddha CU. So that gave me the belief that whatever is being taught here is scientific and believable and practicable. So that's when I started making it a regular practice to listen to Buddha CEO YouTube videos and do the meditations from the Buddha CEO YouTube meditations, even when I was actively taking part in any of the classes. Of late, my like a lot of things, positive things have happened. I've been able to serve a lot more people than before through my passion in bird photography or art. Like I'm conducting classes for children on making them more nature observers, or in Toastmasters as a volunteer leader, I'm able to conduct sessions on how to overcome your fears of public speaking and how to be a better speaker, how to be yourself on the stage, more importantly. And yes, the meditation practices are helping me be more authentic everywhere, wherever I go, be it in my office or be it in the stages, be it as a volunteer when I'm teaching the kids, or anywhere. Wherever I go, I'm not hesitant to take my flawed self with me. Earlier, I used to not want to talk as much because I used to think if I open my mouth, people will think that I'm dumb, or used to have a lot of self doubts. All of them are going away. More than that, I'm starting to love myself more and more. Yes, one remarkable thing happened. This is how it started actually, my healing. So, when I was doing meditations, I had like a lot of physical ailments. I was overweight, like super obese, and I had like a lot of nerve issues. So, that's how like it started with physical healing, and then the healing layers started opening up in many ways. And I'm sure there are so many other possibilities waiting for me to explore. Like, since I lost weight, I've become more confident about myself, yes, but it's not just the weight loss that led to the confidence. I think the confidence happened because of a lot of things, and meditation plays a very, very important role in that. And thank you, Chandra sir, for giving me this opportunity to talk about it, and for conducting a lot of these sessions and for making it free and available for so many people. Thank you so much. And thank you for also introducing me to the magic of pyramid energy. So, those of you who have just joined, I think we haven't come to pyramid yet. So, please wait for the session where we would talk. Chandra sir would be talking in length about pyramid energy and how divine and healing and magical it is. It has helped me a lot. Like, my house is filled with pyramids now. I'm a regular visitor to Pyramid Valley International. I'm one of the volunteers there. I help children look at nature more through birds. Yes, sir, it's been like amazing, and I'm really looking forward to continuing this journey with meditation, Buddha CEO with Pyramid Valley. Thank you.
Thank you, Renka madam. What is suicide's lost survivor?
Yes, sir. So, the person who is left behind after the suicide of a loved one is a suicide loss survivor. When I was 19, I had a breakup with my ex-boyfriend who was not, who could have used help from meditation and stuff, but unfortunately, he did not get a lot of help at that time. And he was mentally distressed, and the breakup added to his distress, and then he passed away due to suicide. And as a suicide loss survivor, I've been through a lot. Like the entire society blamed me, and they did not realize that I was just a kid that time. But to them, it felt like I would have driven him to suicide. I was the reason why that person is no longer with us. And yes, it was not a easy time, easy phase to live through, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Joe Dispenza keeps telling this in all his podcasts. He interviews a lot of people who has been through a lot of things, and every one of them, after they go through their meditation journey, they say that I know why my life unfolded the way it unfolded, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So similarly, I would also say that I know I have went through a lot in my past. Like my 19-year-old self went through a lot. Like I almost discontinued my college. I did not have friends for many months. Nobody was willing to speak to me. People were calling me names, and it wasn't easy to go through those days. But today, I would look back and still say that I wouldn't have it any other way, because it is by going through that hard phase, I wanted to learn more about why it happened to me, how to deal with the pain, and that's how I started embracing meditation as a practice. And that's how I learned so much more about my life, about my circumstances, about that person, about why he was the way he was. And today, when I talk about it in a lot of platforms, including Humans of Mumbai, I'm doing it from that position of empowerment and not from that position of self pity or blaming or the society or shaming the society for what it put me through, but instead from the point of awareness and understanding of why it happened or what we can do about it. Many people read my blog and listen to my podcasts and the sharings on Humans of Bombay, and they come back to me and say, I have a friend who is a suicide loss survivor, and today I look at him or her with more kindness and compassion than before. Earlier, I used to judge them. Now, I don't judge them anymore. So I think this is making the world a little bit more kinder place, one person at a time. And the ripple effects are happening. We are already seeing it happen. And I'm very grateful that I'm in a position where I can share about my story without worrying about being judged or without worrying about my family taking it in any other way. So, yes, sir. Sorry for that long answer.
Where did the strength come from that without being worried about being judged?
Yes, sir. So this was the long meditations, the strength that I got from long meditation. So whenever I used to do the long meditations, I used to get answers. Like once I was reading Mitch Albom's book. Like it's not like Joe Dispenza's book. It's more of a fiction, but still spiritual. It was called The Last Phone Call from Heaven. And in that, there is a fictional village where people get phone calls from their loved ones who passed away. When I was reading that book, I didn't think much, but when I was doing my meditation and I was thinking, how come I did not get one phone call from my ex-boyfriend? I deserve an apology from him. Then immediately I thought maybe he is not in heaven. He would have gone to hell for all the abuses he had put me through and all the aftermath that I had to face. But immediately I got an answer from him in his own words. He said, no, I am in heaven. And the only reason I'm in heaven is because you loved me unconditionally. And that was enough for me to get to heaven. So please go ahead and share your stories with everyone. It will help someone. And this answer gave me a lot of strength and courage. And since then, I would say there has been no looking back. Yes, initially, my friends and my relatives and my parents did feel like I'm putting myself out there too much and may invite trouble. But no, I haven't invited any trouble of any sort. The only things that I've invited is like a lot more people opening up and telling that my story has helped them heal. Like whether or not they're suicide loss survivors, they were like, looking at you, I feel a little bit more courageous about how to approach life, or little bit uh, like I feel like, I can face it, like no matter what, like, and be happy. So
How
yes.
non-judgmental have you become about the people who blamed you or the person who left you?
No, I don't have any resentment towards them at all. Like if you had asked me even like 6, 7 years back, right? Like, or even in 2020, if you had asked me about them, I would have boiled in anger. I would have like probably even shed a lot of tears, like of self-pity. And I would have said, they treated me so badly. I wish I could go back to them and ask them questions like, look at how far I've come. You guys like, deserted me, but look at me, I've grown over and beyond you. And I would have like, said a lot of negative things. But today I understand like what they did was because of ignorance more than anything else. And I don't have any resentment towards them. If at all, like, I have the opportunity to go back to my past, I would only tell my younger self to hold on, to hang in there, and be just extend compassion towards her, but I wouldn't want to change anything. Like, I wouldn't want to prove anyone wrong. Like, I hope I'll be able to write a book soon on my healing journey. Like, the kind of messages that I've gotten, they've been very overwhelming with love. And I hope I can write a book. Like, I'll dedicate my entire chapter to pyramid energy when I do that, and pass on my healing stories, just in the hope that it can spread a little bit more kindness and compassion.
Thank you. There's a meditation and the wisdom that gives the strength, the clarity. Then they come into experiences. There is always cause and effect. You know that. For every cause, there is an effect. So when we have an effect today, there is a cause for it in the past. So there is that side, there are two sides of the coin. One is ignorance from the other side and a cause from our side. Both are there playing, you know this. And this is understanding we come to in meditation. That there is ignorance that is happening from the one side, and then there is a cause from our side. And so both are coming and simultaneously dissolving our causes and potentially removing the wheels from the other people who are in ignorance, which get into more effects in future, and so then they also have an opportunity to know, right? This is a cycle. So thank you for sharing, dear friends. The thing is, when somebody lost huge money in a business, we blame that person, saying that it's you who put us into this trouble. That family, or the friends, or the colleagues, or employees who come to join that company by their own accord, their own thing, but then they tend to blame, saying that nobody want to take ownership for themselves. And then it's easy in the current society when there's a breakup happening, and generally, in general, the blame goes on to women. Or, okay, so even if it is blatantly there, and the blame goes on to men. So there's a blame game that's going on, as opposed to looking at it and saying introspection. On both sides, the blame game is going on both sides. The introspection, to step back and have the ability to understand a big picture in a situation and say, how does it help me? And so that I can get a better person. The other side, if they introspect, of course, then you become more better people. While law of the land will take its course, there's always there. What is right, not right, always something. I'm not saying that, no, you leave people who have done some things, but then the law of the land takes its course. And appropriately, and always if you believe that you are empowered with the truth, that nothing can touch you, if something is touching you because there is something out there, that understanding must come. Renikaji, you come a long way in being able to simply talk about it. I can imagine how much blame that goes on, particularly being a girl at that age. And then so people talking about all kinds of things without necessarily even knowing and bother to know what is there inside. What is there? What is the real cause? Nobody even wants to bother. Just simply want to just go and then talk about it. The generalization trap they all get to easily and then go about saying, oh, this person said that said must be true, so let me also say something. So first thing meditation is teaching, dear friends, is to just only become more and more impeccable with our understanding and then with our speech. If it's not truth, we have no place to even talk about it. If it is not useful, we have not even bothered to talk about it. And so then we do our own homework. And then most importantly, this whole judgment goes away and starts saying, what is in it for me to learn? So wonderful. So continue to do your good work. I'm sure it's going to help many, many, many who are getting blamed for no reason. Even if something is on their side, I think past is past. Things happen. How does it? We have to be able to come out. We're not a perfect human being. If you're perfect, then we don't have to be in the earth plane. We don't go to schools and colleges to if we are very perfect, because only to learn we go, and we're here to learn. And so then things happen from which we learn as opposed to get stuck there. Okay, dear friends. So thank you, Renika madam, and thank you, Santoshji, for this sharing. We will meet again tomorrow. And every master who shares can be reached out, can be contacted. And you work through your facilitator in case you need to know about them and you want to interact with them, because there's always some connection to us. When someone shares, there is a story that resonates inside of us in one way or the other. Right, friends? That's the reason we are here having people share their experience. So that relates to us at some level, and we can heal that, or we can take inspiration from it. Right, friends? So thank you all. Sirisha, any announcements?
No, sir, there are no announcements, but I feel truly grateful for being here and listening to two inspiring stories. Thank you so much for your time, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
All right, friends. Beautiful sharing. I would not have it any other way. That is where we move to when we come into meditation, because we learn that every experience is something from which we learn from it. No situation is good or bad. Every experience is something that we learn from, we enjoy, we go through with it. That understanding comes with meditation. Right? Thank you. We'll meet back again tomorrow. If there are any questions, Subarnika?
No, sir.
Okay, friends. Hope you are interacting with the facilitators, or you interacting with other masters. It will help to maintain the consistency, learn more, and make the best use of this program. Right? So all of our Dasio community, are there, so you can reach out. Okay. If you enjoyed Sobernika's experience and want to learn how she is able to get over a lot of fear, you can reach out to her, speak to her. Right? So thank you. If there are no other questions, then we'll meet back again tomorrow. Right? Thank you.
I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, I am. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told me that life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite, love will increase. I am happy, healthy, healthy, wealthy, and